Well, hello and welcome back to yet another Christmas in July DIY. Glad to have you guys here and welcome to all my new subscribers. You are why I do this. And if you are not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So getting started here, I have one of those MDF rounds from the Dollar Tree. I think this one was Easter themed. And I have a adhesive peel and stick tile from Walmart. It's like a floor tile. And I'm just placing my wood round on top of the tile, and then I'm just going to cut it out to the shape. Okay, so now I'm just coming through. It was a little too bold for me. I like my stuff a little bit rustic, so I just did a quick coat of white paint on top of that. And then I'm also just going to put a just rough coat of white paint on the beaded hanger as well. So I have a couple of craft sticks and I'm just giving them a coat of Waverly Antique Wax, and you'll see why in just a moment. Okay, so this craft, for whatever reason, I'm usually pretty decisive. I went back and forth and edited a couple things during the process of creating it, but I think it was because I knew this one was going to be my favorite and I kind of wanted to just hit all the notes. So I do distress that white paint a little bit just to take off the thickness of it. And once that's done, I start to put on my edging, which is kind of just my finished edging piece here. And I'm utilizing that rope from the Dollar Tree, and I love this rope. I've used it for a lot of crafts, including a basket that I made. If you have not seen that video, you gotta check that one out. That one is huge. It's probably my most watched video. So I'm curious if this is your first time watching one of my videos, or if you are a return viewer. If you've got a hot second, go ahead and let me know in the comments if this is your first time or if this is your second, third, fourth, and fifth time. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. So once I get my rope on, my finishing edge there, I go ahead and take my craft sticks and start to spell out the word hope. And that is really honestly what makes this craft, in my personal opinion, one that can be used all year round. It can be used as a neutral Christmas craft, or it could just be used as a leaner or a hanger when it's finished all year round. Now I used some of these florals from a pick I got from, I think I either got this from Shein or Temu, to kind of just give it a little bit of an embellishment. I feel like when we're doing neutral crafts, ones that are black and white or gray or earth toned, that bringing in that green really makes it pop. And it's strange, but I will go back and actually add a little bit more greenery. You'll see me do that. Just mostly, again, did a lot with this one of just editing just to try to make it perfect, because I think this is one of those crafts that I'm gonna have up all year. Okay, well, let's jump in to DIY number 2. And this one is just going to be a very classic winter, even though it's summer, it's Christmas in July, door hanging. And we'll have some bells on it to give it that kind of jingle for when people open the door. I'm going to be utilizing some snowflakes that I had in my stash from last Christmas. And I'm also going to be using one of these neutral colored kind of signs, if you will, that the Dollar Tree had out. I'm going to do just a quick whitewash on those snowflakes, get those glued down, glue down my bells, and then you'll see me add a couple of florals, and this DIY is about as easy as it gets, and it's pretty quick. So at BOK Media Life, we do literally all kinds of videos. So if you're looking for stuff other than crafts to help you get into the Christmas July spirit, make sure you check out our last year's Vlogmas. We did awesome stuff. We did a lot of cooking. We did some crafting. We did some looking at the fireplace. We did a couple of craft Christmas beer tastings. We just did some really cool stuff. So if you're looking for additional content to kind of get you through Christmas in July, make sure you check out those vlogs. Okay, so we are at DIY number 3. And I love this one, even though it was a challenge, because I think it's only the second wreath I've ever made. So there you have it. I'm starting off just putting a coat of white paint, a real rough coat of white paint on some scatters I got from a bag at HomeGoods last year. Once I have those painted, I just set those to the side to dry. Now, I really, really love this wreath because I am using these hulu skirts that are in abundance at the Dollar Tree right now. So I'm using one of those wreath forms from the Dollar Tree and a hulu skirt from or hula? I'm probably saying it right, Hulu. I think that's a TV channel. So yeah, we're talking about a hula skirt from the Dollar Tree. And I basically just cut off strips and continue to wrap them around the wreath form until it's fully covered. Once it's covered, I go in and just trim up those edges and just clean it up so that the wreath, looks nice and neat. So once I get the wreath nice and neat, I start to add my scatters, and I realized later that I should have started by adding my little wood block on the bottom of my wreath. which is designed to help my wreath stand, which you'll see at the end, before I added my pine cone, but it didn't really matter. It still turned out fine in the end. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and again, I invite you to subscribe so that you can be okay with us.